Welcome back to CTV Morning Live. Paul Salewski joining us from Doyle Salewski. We do have a couple questions that we want to get to, and so we're going to start things off first with an email that came in from Amanda. It's been about a year since I started proposal payments, but I'm wondering if I can still get a car loan. I want to purchase a car, but not sure if I can do it on my own or if I would need someone to co-sign. Thanks for the email, Amanda.
Well, because you're doing a proposal doesn't preclude you from asking for a loan. You can ask for a loan anytime you wish. The real circumstances are going to be whether or not you can afford whatever that payment is in your budget. You've got commitments to make in the proposal plus your living expenses. Many car dealers in town will certainly deal with people who have financial difficulties. You know, in a perverse sort of way, you're probably better off the day after you do a proposal than before, because your debts are now into a program. They're into a regime where they're going to get paid off. So in effect, other than your payment to the trustee, you theoretically have no debt. So you might be a better risk tomorrow than today. Will they want you to have a co-sign? It really depends on your total financial situation. The fact you've done a proposal will be a fact that they'll take into consideration when they look at your particular circumstances.
It seems, you know, you do hear a lot of these commercials, kind of, you know, should people be encouraged by those in terms of, you know, it doesn't matter if your financial situation, you know, like remember, it's very enticing for people.
It is, and those people really will help, but remember, their help is based upon the money they earn. Typically you pay a higher interest rate to borrow money from that source. But certainly if you need a car to work and that kind of stuff, it's certainly, filing a proposal doesn't stop you from doing that at all.
Okay, Amanda, hopefully we were able to answer your question right there. I do believe we have a caller on the line. Okay. I'm just going to double check that we have a caller available. Is that good? Okay, great caller. Here's Jess, I believe. So Jess, you're on the line.
Hi there. My brother-in-law has had gambling issues for many years. It was the reason for him and my sister's divorce. They did get remarried recently, and shortly after the wedding we found out he had taken out cash advance loans and used that money basically to gamble it away, and now they're in the situation of paying it back when he's working a 15-an-hour job and my sister's on disability right now. Yeah. They do have 3 children together. They are trying to make it work for the sake of their family, but it's been a huge stress on all of us, and obviously I want to know the best way to help my sister and my brother-in-law through this, because I want what's best for their family.
Well, it sounds like the first thing that has to happen, he's got to do something to recognize he's got this addiction, and he has to do something. Gamblers Anonymous is a great place to start. You can always go to the casinos and the racetrack slots and have yourself banned from going there, and they'll certainly take care of that. The family financial situation was of concern, because it really depends on where the family resources and what they have and what's required to pay back all these loans. And it sounds to me as if the funds really aren't there to pay that back, and it might be wise to have her or him maybe pop by our office and talk to one of our counselors about the situation. Many people, although they know they have an addiction or a problem, have a hard time realizing that. But that's the first step of helping him, is him realizing that he does have a problem. And you know, he's got a problem, it's there to be fixed and can be fixed.
I don't know if I'm making an uneducated question right here, but are you able to block that individual from being able to do cash advances?
Can I do that?
Or can you walk in, can you say something to the bank as a couple to go in and are you allowed to do that?
Well,
I'm asking, I don't know. That's
why
I'm asking.
They can do whatever they want to with respect to their situation. I certainly can't do something like that. It's up to them to do that. But cash advances come from an expectation of a payroll thing, right? You got to stop him from walking through the door, because there's so many of these cash advance places. You can't go everywhere to say, don't let this one guy in. So that's a bit difficult, I think, to do. The real deal is really sitting down as a family and saying, look, we got a problem. We're here to help. The big thing is you can help them. Tell them you're here to help. You're not there to criticize, you're not there to judge or that kind of thing. You're there to help.
The reality, though, is it can be crippling financially for the remainder of the family as well. You know,
absolutely.
Sometimes when parents realize the children are going through situations, and then everyone's digging through to try to keep this, you know, issue at bay. And
well, the sad part is a lot of people help you. You say, well, look, I'll help you out this time. I'll pay these bills for you. But unless the problem stops, 3 months from now you're back in the same spot again. So you're actually not doing your child or your brother-in-law or your sister-in-law a favor by doing that. The best approach is kind of you need some help, let us help you.
Okay, so you can walk into the casino, and so the casino, the racetracks, that you can actually put yourself on a list to be banned.
That's right.
Yeah. But there's other ways, right? You can looking at, you know, just even being at the gas station and buying a variety of tickets. It can be in so many different varieties.
Lots of things. But you've got to recognize the problem, and basically the best thing is get yourself hooked into Gamblers Anonymous. They do really work well. They're a good organization. They're excellent.
Great information from
Yep.
you. Of course, there's a ton of information on your website. So you suggest people go, I mean, there's so many different things to be able to
Lots
break
of
things
information there,
down.
a lot of ways of how the process works and how it can help you. And if it doesn't have an answer there, you can pick up the phone and call us. We'll be more than happy to answer. Come and visit us, free consultations, and see where it goes from there.
There's the free consultation. www.doylesalewski.ca is their website. They're located at 396 Bank Street. The information all listed on your screen. Take the opportunity, at least get yourself informed. As you were mentioning, Paul, saying education is the key component to a lot of this as well. Always a pleasure,
Yeah,
Paul.
thank
Thanks
you.
for the information.